Alright, so I made it. I'm walking down the trail here and we're actually at the midpoint of the Appalachian Trail, and they just put together a new museum. They're getting all the artifacts together, but I'm gonna walk down the road here and take a visit, hop off the trail for a second and see what they got going on at this new Appalachian Trail Museum. Okay, I'm at the first ever Appalachian Trail Museum, and it's just starting here. Okay, we're walking in the first ever Appalachian Trail Museum. This is right next to the midpoint of the trail, and this is for hikers to come in and look at all the history of the Appalachian Trail and to get things they need. People donate items like apples and toilet paper and whatever else they need as they're walking the trail, and they can learn about it. So I'm going to take you through here. This is an old grain mill. They have a bunch of memorabilia and artifacts up in the next 2 stories, but they don't have it all open yet, so we're going to look through and just see what else we can learn. So these are original founders and people that made claims to the trail, made a name for themselves. That's Benton McKay and Earl Schaefer. I'm going to show you his shelter that he built. He's one of the originals, the first to ever hike the trail. And here's Grandma Gatewood. She hiked the trail 3 times. And Gene Espy, another great hiker. So let's take a look at what they did. So this is Gene Espy. He was the second person to ever walk through the trail. And they have his walking poles here. Right there you can see a walking stick that he would have used. But here's his articles of clothes that he would have had. This is what he had on him. So you see like a first aid kit there, and an old pair of hiking boots. And this is from a long time ago, 1940s, 1950s. And Espy walked the trail in 51, the way it looks. But he has his own book. But these are the original people. Looks like a good pair of wool socks. And right over here is Grandma Gatewood, and she walked the trail 3 times. And she was pretty old when she walked the trail. But this is what she had, a pair of canvas shoes. Nothing special, bag. There's a Band-Aid container she would have used to carry her stuff. Simple pair of glasses. And over here is Ed Garvey, another great hiker. He did maintenance to it, the trail, a lot of maintenance. That's what he's known for. But that's what he would have had on him. He had his Appalachian Trail belt buckle. And we'll walk around here. Okay, down in the mill here, they reconstructed Earl Schaefer's, the original shelter ever made on the Appalachian Trail. And they just brought it here. It was on Peters Mountain. And they put it together piece by piece to show you the exact shelter that he built. So you can see how he laid the logs up and crossed them for the roof. Pretty nice elaborate shelter he built. Everybody pitched in. They built things to get this trail going. The original creator of the trail with the vision is Benton McKay, and there's a picture of him looking out across the Appalachians. But the man that did all the hard work was Avery, and he carried this axe and wheel to measure the whole entire trail. This is his. He had a pair of glasses there, you can take a look at them. Nice axe. No chainsaw. And a few men to help him. Here's a picture of them. Here's the midpoint marker of the trail, so every person that travels the trail used to see this. Now they build another one at the midpoint. Center point. There's a couple old trail signs. But there's one person responsible for all the signs. The original man to mark the trail here. And I'll show you a picture of him right there. His name was Walker, and he's been the first man to originally mark the trail. And that was his old sign they used to put up. Okay, here's the first man ever to walk the Appalachian Trail, Earl Schaefer. This is what he wore. He had a good pair of hiking boots here, a mess kit, old Appalachian Trail book, a nice poucher to carry along the side, a good old hat, keep the rain off, and that's all they needed. No fancy hiking boots there. There's a picture of his knife. I just wanted to show you a close-up. That looks like a hand-forged knife there. But the shape of the blade would have been a handy shape to skin things out. I'm sure he did more than just hike.